Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says it's important that Ukraine's plight is heard and not forgotten. He made those comments on social media today, a day after his explosive Oval Office meeting with President Donald Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance. What was supposed to be a show of diplomacy ended with what some are calling a debacle and without a rare minerals deal. European leaders are rallying behind Zelensky and vowing unwavering support after his early White House exit following the contentious meeting. President Trump said Zelensky can return to the White House when he's ready for peace. Willie James Inman is in West Palm Beach with more. Willie, good morning.
Good morning to you, Dana. President Trump and President Zelensky were set to sign an agreement that would have given the U.S. access to rare earth minerals from Ukraine. They were also preparing to discuss a peace deal between Ukraine and Russia. But now the path forward is unclear.
What started out as a pleasant meeting at the White House ended in a tense war of words.
Right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III.
And with the Ukrainian president being kicked out of the White House. The meeting took a turn after Vice President J.D. Vance praised President Trump for working to bring a diplomatic end to the conflict. And President Zelensky responded with a history lesson on how Russia violated previous agreements.
And we signed with him, me, like a new president. In 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. But after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media.
Both Trump and Vance then accused Zelensky of being ungrateful.
But you don't have the cards. But once we sign that deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's not a nice thing.
A planned lunch and press conference was scrapped. President Trump posted on Truth Social saying Zelensky is not ready for peace if America is involved. In his own post, Zelensky thanked the president, Congress, and Americans for their support.
They should have an immediate ceasefire. That was the other thing. He didn't want to do about ceasefire. A ceasefire could take place immediately.
Lawmakers, including Republican Senator Lindsey Graham, usually a fierce supporter of Ukraine, blasted Zelensky.
We want to be helpful. What I saw in the Oval Office was disrespectful, and I don't know if we can ever do business with Zelensky again.
Democrats blamed Trump and Vance, with Democratic Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer posting, "Trump and Vance are doing Putin's dirty work. Senate Democrats will never stop fighting for freedom and democracy." When asked in a Fox News interview if he owed Trump an apology, Zelensky said no and added,
This is not good for both sides anyway, and I'm very open, but I can't, change our Ukrainian attitude to Russia.
U.S. assistance to Ukraine could now be in jeopardy following this contentious meeting. President Trump has the authority to give nearly $4 billion in military assistance to Ukraine without congressional approval. Errol?
All right, Willie James, thank you for that.